The member for Denison has the call. Members on my left will cease interjecting. The member for Denison has the call.
Speaker, my question is to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, thank you for your time last week and for allowing me to brief you on the proposal for a Tasmanian A-League football team. Obviously, a Tasmanian football team would be a wonderful rallying point for the community, inject millions of dollars into the economy, establish soccer as the only true national football code and boost TV audiences. Prime Minister, do you share Tasmania's enthusiasm for this project, and what commitment can you make to support the venture, and in particular the modest improvements to North Hobart Oval that would underpin this very exciting endeavour?
The Prime Minister has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Well, I can see that, in the honourable member's mind's eye the Wilkie Wanderers are about to take off, and I acknowledge his keen interest in attracting a Tasmanian A-League football team and also the interest of the Premier. So perhaps there'll be a competition between Wilkie's Wanderers and Hodgman's Harriers as the names for such a team. There's no doubt that soccer is a large and growing force in Australia, and the honourable member knows well the question of which football teams will form part of the A-League expansion is a matter for the Football Federation of Australia. Now, I'm advised that the FFA will be providing all interested parties with more details of the framework for this expansion in the first quarter of next year. So I encourage the honourable member to continue his advocacy for an A-League team in Tasmania. And, Mr Speaker, like the honourable member and all honourable members, I believe, we understand that sport and local infrastructure, the infrastructure that supports sport and communities, provides a wonderful rallying point. And that's why we are supporting local infrastructure in Tasmania. Just last week, the Minister for Regional Development, Senator Nash, announced the new Building Better Regions Fund, providing $297 million for local infrastructure and community initiatives. The North Hobart Oval improvements, which the honourable member has referred to, is eligible for the Building Better Regions Fund, and indeed is the type of project the fund aims to support. Applications for the fund open in January next year. So, Mr Speaker, we're investing heavily in the infrastructure Tasmania needs to boost productivity and deliver the jobs growth that the state requires. We're investing over $2.1 billion to enhance Tasmania's status as the global hub for Antarctic research, and Hobart as our strategic gateway to East Antarctica. That includes $38 million extending the Hobart International Airport runway to support the Air Force's heavy lift capability, and our new icebreaker, a custom-built ship, is due to arrive in 2020. We've also made a number of other vital investments, $400 million towards the upgrade of the Midland Highway, generating more than 250 jobs, another $60 million for Tranche 2 irrigation projects managed by Tasmanian Irrigation, $60 million in freight rail revitalisation, $26 million to upgrade the Brooker Highway. And, Mr Speaker, as you know, as the honourable member knows, we're also contributing $150 million to relocate and expand the University of Tasmania's campuses in Burnie and Launceston. So we are supporting a strong and exciting economic future for all Tasmanians.